Hello and welcome to English 6 Distance. My name is Annette Appelstrand and I'm going to give you a brief introduction to the course. To start with, I would like to tell you a little bit about distance education. You decide where and when you study, and you use online course material and assignments. You don't attend lessons, and you come to school only for the final exam. Individual tutorial is possible via Google Chat or Google Meet. And this is what you must do in a distance course. You must take great responsibility for your studies, and this means that you have to follow the study plan for English 6 Distance, and we are going to look at this study plan in a little while. You must be active and make progression. If there is no activity for 3 weeks, you might be suspended. You must contact me if you need help. And your study technique must be good. And you must have access to a computer, and your computer skills must be good. So this is what is typical of a distance course. Now, about the English 6 course, you are supposed to develop your understanding of spoken and written English. You are also supposed to develop the ability to express yourself and communicate in English in speech and writing. And also to develop the ability to adapt language to different purposes, different recipients, and different situations. And finally, also the understanding of cultural and social conditions in different contexts and areas where English is used. You will have a few tests during the course, and they will all be online. The written tests are a literary history test, a formal writing test, and a grammar test. You will also do a speaking test, and in this speaking test you will present a novel analysis and a piece of current news. About the national test, well, you will do the national test in school, and there will be 4 different tests during one day. And there will be a reading test, a listening test, a writing test, and a speaking test. And it's important to know that you must pass all parts of the final exam of the national test to pass the course. The result from the exam will have a great influence on your course grade. Now, you will do a lot of studies at home, about 10 hours a week approximately. And of course you will read a lot, and you should read novels, short stories and newspapers to practice your reading skills. The listening skills are a little bit more difficult, but you can practice by listening to news, to films or TV series. The writing practice, well, you will practice with exercises and assignments in the course. The speaking practice is also a little bit more difficult. What you can do is to record yourself. You can listen and imitate English-speaking persons. And then you should learn grammar and do exercises, and of course preparations for written tests and oral presentations. Now, talking about speaking practice, you are going to belong to a base group with about 3 or 4 people. You will have meetings in this small group for speaking practice, for support from other students, and for social contact. You will have 5 different base group meetings, and of course you can have voluntary meetings if you plan this in your group. And the base group members decide day and time for meetings. I'm going to form the different base groups. This is a digital course and you have to use digital tools, and there will be a video called Digital Tools in which you will learn about the Google tools that we use in the course. The most important part of this course is the website English 6 Distance. Here you find a study plan, you find a chat, and all the course material, all instructions and assignments. And we are going to take a look at this website right now. And it looks like this. English 6 Distance. This is the start page, and you have some information about the course, and if you scroll down you will find the study plan. Now there are 2 different study plans. If you study for 20 weeks, you click on this first blue button. If you study for 10 weeks, you click on this button instead. If we scroll down, you will also find the chat, Google Chat. So if you click on this button, you will come to the chat and you can write messages to me. But we are going to talk a little bit about the study plan, which you can also find over here in the left-hand column. And here you can see all the different headlines that we are going to deal with in the course. But you don't have to go to this left column. You can stick to the study plan all the time. So I will open the 20-week study plan. And it says, the study plan contains assignments which should be sent in during the week. And Sunday is deadline for assignments each week. If you are late, send a message to Annette in Google Chat. Explain how you plan to catch up. Click on the red headlines to find pages with information, instructions and assignments. Read everything and watch all videos on the pages. Now let's scroll down and see what it says. Week 2, the first week of the course, you see that it says course introduction and then borrow a novel. Now novel is read, and when you find a red word anywhere, there is a link behind. So if I click on novel, we will come to a page called Novel Suggestions. This can help you find a novel that you would like to read. And I would like to tell you that the first few novels are mostly for English 5. They are a little bit easier to read than the ones below. And at the bottom, you can find a few novels that are a little bit more difficult, maybe for English 7. But if you are used to reading in English, you can absolutely choose one of the ones at the bottom of the list. However, you don't have to use any of these novels. You can pick another one. It's your own choice. Here it says, read about base groups. Now, what is base groups? What's the purpose of base groups? Well, a base group has several purposes. You practice speaking English in the base group, which will help you develop your speaking skills. You may learn from others, and others may learn from you. For instance, it could be an opportunity for you to discuss the course assignments and give each other ideas and support. And finally, distance studies are individual and can be lonely. The base group gives you an opportunity for social contact with people in the same situation. And there will be base group meetings. You are supposed to join at least 5 base group meetings during the course. And this is what you are supposed to do together. And there will be different meetings, and I have made a link of the first meeting in week 3, and I'll click on this one. And here you will find some instructions about sharing the screen, if you would like to do that. And then get to know each other, the first thing that you should do, with a few questions. Talking about speaking strategies as number 2. And speaking assignment again. And here you are supposed to open your base group number. If you are in base group 1, you open this first document. And there will be a few instructions for you to follow. So this is what you are supposed during your base group meeting, and you end the meeting by doing some reflections. There will be 5 different base group meetings during the course, and you will have different assignments for each meeting. I will divide you into groups so you will know what group number you will have. So I will come back to you with this. I go back to the study plan again, and I click here in the left-hand column. And we can take a look at week 3 again. It says, start to read the novel. You were supposed to borrow a novel during week 2, and week 3 you start to read it. Study the information about novel reading and reading log. Then you click on this link, and you will find a lot of information about reading novels and writing reading logs. I go back to the plan again. And finally, in week 3, you are supposed to record a video presentation of yourself and send it in. I click there, and you can read about video presentation. I have actually already made a video for you to look at and listen to if you like, just as an example. And you have questions to follow when you record yourself. And you hand in your video by clicking here. And I need to say that when you have an assignment, you always find the link to the assignment in this website. So you always click on the link on the website. Okay, so we have looked at the very beginning of the study plan, and then it goes on with all the weeks, and there are new assignments for each week that you can take a look at. And if you have any questions, I would like you to send me a message in the chat, in Google Chat, and I will try to answer it as soon as I can. Okay, I hope to hear from you soon, and I wish you good luck with the course. Okay, bye-bye.